Hi everyone, so today we're going to be making this little cat toy. It's got catnip inside of it, but I put like cardboard and stuff around it like this to make it stronger so the cat can't kill it instantly. Focus. What it actually is a paper folded up and taped, filled with catnip, put inside of here so that it takes longer for the cat to kill it. But like you can still like smell the catnip. I think yeah, you can still smell it. My cats will definitely smell it because they were smelling than me. And this yarn is just to hold it together. So like you could like staple the ends, but then what if your cat like it's a staple in its mouth or something, so the yarn is safer in my opinion. So yeah, what we're gonna need is catnip. Obviously I have my big jar of it, tape, or you could just glue it if you wanted to. Paper, I have a half sheet, the other half is made for the other one because I just use one piece. A toilet paper tube or a paper towel tube, you can just cut it short or whatever. I'm just having the toilet paper one, it's just easier. Yarn, I just have this big ball of purple, so I'm using a bunch of it. And scissors. So what you're first going to need to do, cut your paper into half. Done! And then, the way I did it, you could obviously fold it however you want. And so I'm going to fold it in half. You could obviously make like a long one with a whole tube too if you really wanted to. I'm just doing the short ones because it's just easier. And fold it in half like this. Then I'm going to open it up and fold each side in like this. Like fold it, line it up to the middle here, and then I'll fold it like that. Then I'll open it back up, and I'll take the other side, line it up into the middle, fold it. And then I'm going to take this and put this around so it's like, becomes a tube. And now after I get that all lined up and everything, I'm going to just tape down the side, like here it's open right there. So it's going to be like sealed and good. With this part, you have enough paper wrapped around like that. If you don't have it perfectly 100% all the way taped, like if you have little gaps in between your tape, it won't matter. But like the end, you want it fairly well taped. Otherwise, it'll just start spilling back out at you. Unless you want it to fall out a little bit more. I'm trying to make it so it lasts a long time. So yeah. Now I'm going to take one end here. Obviously, you want to close both ends. You'll be able to put it in. And I'm going to just seal this bad boy off right here. Just like that. And now for this part, I'm going to get off camera because it's focus. Really simple. You just fill this up with however much catnip you want. Probably like, you want to fill it to about halfway, like fairly full and thick. And then I'll tell you what to do, but I recommend you do it over a garbage can. I'm going to do it off camera because it's just easier. So you just fill it up like about halfway, fairly full, so it's like open like that, and then come back. And go back. So I'm back. I have it filled however full I want. I actually fill it a little too full and then back in. Now what you gotta do is take the end, line it up, and then tape it shut. I need 2 pieces of tape. I didn't quite get enough in that one. Really don't want it to like leak out too fast at least. And then you want to take it and you want to like shake it so you have to get it like evenly throughout the whole pouch. Now you're probably wondering, this is way too long for inside a tube. I'll show you in a minute. Gotta get it so it's all even like throughout, like you can feel it in both ends. It's hard to get it to do that sometimes. If you feel like you get it close to being like dispersed throughout the whole thing, take it and kind of just like right in the middle-ish, doesn't have to be perfect, and fold it in half. So obviously not whole perfectly because it's got full of stuff. So yeah. And then you want to take it, and you want to tape these 2 ends together so it stays like that. You take one strip and you just go up, and you just go over it, and then it'll stay like that. This one I think I filled it a little fuller than the last one, but that's okay. And you kind of fold it so it's like this direction, because it's too wide for the tube otherwise. And then, is the camera even in focus? You want to stick it, whichever end you feel like, in. It's going to be a little bit of a tight fit, which is okay. So it won't move around. It's less likely for the cat to knock it out. Then you want to get it so it's pretty much centered in the tube. You gotta just look and feel and figure out what you think is centered. And then you want to just take each end and fold it in parts in like this and like this. But also gotta make sure you don't shove this whole thing down back out at you. Gotta make sure you keep that thing in there. And fold that in on this end. Fold this in on this end. Like that, so it looks like that. And now you could just like give it to them, but there's a high probability they'll figure out how to get that out. And if you want it to last more than like a day, take some yarn, whatever color you want. I just have a whole bunch of this purple, so I'm just going to use it because I have it. And wrap it around like this, and then tie it in a knot as tight as you can. It's hard to show you on camera, so you can just knot it however you do. I'll show you my knot and stuff in a second. And you could just, again, cut the string off and be done. There's a probability they'll break the string. So what I did, you can tell, it also makes it prettier because it adds more color, is wrap this. You want to obviously hold this end so it doesn't spin, and wrap this tightly around the whole thing. And wrap your yarn. You're going to hold this end, obviously, otherwise the whole thing is going to spin. If you didn't quite tighten up on this one, you want to just start wrapping it around the whole thing, like this, tightly. The more wraps you do, the less likely the whole thing will start spinning again. You want to just wrap it a whole bunch. Pretty well tight. But also you want to keep this end of your string where you can find it. If you're going to use that to tie it all off when you're done again. However much you want to wrap it. If you want to be crazy and make it all cute, you could add different colors. But your cat's not really going to care about the color. It's only going to care about what's inside. So I think that looks good to me. I'm going to just tie this off, which is hard to show you again because I have to kind of do it out on my leg. And tie up a bunch of knots so that your cats have less chance of knocking it apart within the first 2 seconds of you giving it to them. And then you just cut off the extra, like that, and I'm going to throw this a little bit away because I don't need that. And now you have this. And it's got catnip in it, and your cat can bite it around, they can rub on it, they can try to claw it, because cats like cardboard, because it gets up and scratch and stuff, so yeah. I have 2 cats, that's why I had to make 2, so yeah. If you like cat toys like this, where they're catnip, so you can actually play with it without you having to help them play with it, give this a thumbs up. Comment down below any ideas you have, like for what your cat toys to be made out of, because I can try most anything, and subscribe. Bye!